Good morning. I hope this video finds you well. It's the 31st of May. I've done 2 videos for next week, but I found 3 articles yesterday, all on health, on the Daily Mail. And these articles are definitely to do with the Hermit card, which I had last year, this is disclosure time. All of this knowledge that we were not aware of is being brought to us and shown to us. Now I'll read you the headlines of the articles. Number 1 was the contraceptive, I call them swords. Swords, apparently it's been disclosed that they lead to brain tumours, or some people have had brain tumours. Apparently they always knew that, but I don't know if they were being transparent enough. So they have a lot of people now wanting to SUE, big PHAMA. Surely that's one big scandal. Second one, ADHD drugs. Apparently, I think that they're not so, maybe side effects yet again, maybe not so transparent. And the last one, really shocking, Americans dropping DEAD from Unexplained, HEART attacks. Now, that's the most difficult one for me to read on, because whenever I read about swords, or when I read about swords, I got a STRIKE for MISINFORMATION. Now, I'm sorry I'm having to spell things, but because if I say a word, it probably will get flagged up. So I'm trying to get around it. Now, I was thinking, how do I read on this? Now, one side note, they're also looking into autism by the end of this year, or was it September, I think they said. Now, I said to my friend, look, there's no way these big wigs would step away, but this would be one reason, because everybody's going to point the finger, aren't they? Hang on a minute, you said this, you said it was okay, look at the catastrophic things that have happened. So to me, this has got to be disclosure. This is Hermit. This has got to be the white hats. Now, obviously, I have read on the media. I think that certain things are being controlled to come out on purpose, or certain things aren't. I don't really know what's going on there, because sometimes I think they're not playing ball, but then sometimes there are articles like this. So it's a bit confusing for me. But anyway, what do I ask and how do I ask? So I won't ask about the ADHD, because I think a lot of this stuff, there probably could be better alternatives in my view only. But I will ask the first one, the contraceptive swords. Now, I'm just going to ask, based on what we're being told now, is this story going to get bigger? And could it lead to a really big situation with Big Pharma? And I also wonder if the white hats, I think, definitely are behind this. This is a consideration, and it will be like across the world. Okay, so this is about the truth coming out. And the research knowledge. So it's about knowledge. So finally people are finding out maybe something they thought was SAFE and maybe is not so much. Oh my goodness, look at the swords in the person's back. Oh. Yeah. It honestly feels like, or even though this card is about swords in a way, this card is actually about information. And it's like, it's like you've got nowhere to go now. You know this information. What would you do? But my question could this be the end of, or get worse for Big Pharma? I think it will be very damaging. I think it would be very damaging. Let me see. I'm going to pull proper spread. Wow. I think this story is just going to get bigger and bigger. This is a waiting card. Wait and see in a way. It's going to get bigger. It's like the story, the seeds have been sown. So the story's been sown. And there you go. Okay, it's about the truth coming out. Yep, clarity. Okay, this is Big Pharma, right in the middle. Okay, and maybe not having being able to make an independent choice, because this knowledge maybe wasn't that clear, because that's a card of clarity. This will be the Big Pharma. Okay. Completion. Now, either the story gets wrapped up, or this leads to a complete completion, full circle, major card for Big Pharma. I would struggle to believe the story gets wrapped up, because it's like end of an era with this card. Oh my goodness, no, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. The story's going to build. It's all going to build. It's all going to get bigger. This could be a card of compensation, you see. Wow. Wow. So the magician is like, this is going to manifest. This is going to get bigger and bigger. This story, the communication about this story is going to get bigger and bigger. And because of that, linked to the past, this is also linked to children, you see. It's children, contraception, children. This is going to get bigger. I mean, really big, I think, with this card. And a completion. Well, yeah. And I don't think it may not just be that story. I think it will be all of the stories. They're all interlinking. Look what I've got. Focus on all parts to make the whole. So basically, it's all going to come together at the same time. Wow. Because obviously we have ADHD, then we're going to have autism. You know, no one's going to look at Big Pharma in the same way. These seeds have been planted. I believe these are white hat stories. And I will ask that quickly. Are these stories being put out for the Hermit, for disclosure, that we need to see it by the white hats? Wow. What do I have on the bottom? Yes. Yes, he's a protector. He's your protector. White hat, white hat. Look. I have two major cards. So I have slowly changing. And you're really getting to see that feels like literally like the bare bones of what's been going on. The truth of what's been going on. Bare bones. That's a skeleton. But it's a rebirth. So it's a transformation. But it's slow and it's painful. Which means, unfortunately, we're going to start finding out some things that are going to be very, very uncomfortable for us. This is a white hat card. This is an emperor. Protection. So yeah, oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. So the last one is the worst one. Americans. Dropping. I literally had that card. I'm not going to say the whole title, that card. From Unexplained. I don't really know what to say. I mean, if you go on the article, just look at the top comment. Everyone kind of is pointing the finger. But, so I don't know if it's helpful for me to ask. Because it's like, do we need to see that? We already know. Is it helpful? But what I can ask is, what do we need to know? Where is that story going to go? Probably the same way. I think it's all interlinked. Okay, right. Okay, this is all to do with our health. This is all to do with our health. Okay, good health and security from good health. It's also to do with big money being made, health, where is it going to go? Well, this is like, has to be the right time when this is about healing and a new path. So I think they're going to struggle to stand their ground on these stories, okay, of health, because this is meant to be security, good health. And I think they're struggling to hang on, and I think that's what's going to happen. And this health will be renewed. This is good health. And I think that's what they're leading up to. I think that this is a hermit, this is the path you've been on, wakey wakey, this is what's been going on. As I'm talking, all the cards are falling out. I know what card that is. Wow. Now this is a health card. This is like your hospitals, your pharmaceuticals, your veterinarians. And I think that this whole idea, they didn't want this out. This is why I think their hand's been forced. This is hanging on in there. They are hanging on in there. They don't want the story to come out. They're hanging on in there. And I think this is the end. I knew that card. I knew what it was. I think this is the end. It's like retribution. I'm going to go STRIKE. I can feel it. Hope not, because I thought we were meant to have free speech at this point, YouTube. Okay. Okay, I honestly feel this needs to be revealed in order, A, to have a breakthrough, and B, to go to a different healthcare system, one that's with the strength and towards healing and compassion, and to bring out something stronger. So I think there's a purpose, as I said, behind all of this. I also think this could be about the past, pushing boundaries. It's been dreary. It's been, all these things are going to come up. These things have to be revealed. Okay, these are kind of revelations, have to be revealed. So yeah, I'm afraid. I think this is the end. This is the end, and this feels like a final look. They're struggling to hang on now. It's like the string is going to snap. You can see it. It's going to snap, and that's it. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, grounding. I keep getting, if you read the cards, the beginning is where you need to be. This is going full circle. Maybe that's why I had the world card as well. This is going full circle. What ends it, how it ends is how it started. Because it's like, oh, right, now we see adaptation, I should say. Change will be better than you think. I would just say, wait now. Watch and wait. Watch and wait. They're going to have to make decisions, because this is about discernment, fairness. It's not imbalance, because it's kind of the opposite. This could be control. How do I say the next bit? ABUSE of power. I'm just telling you what the card is, okay? And this could be a political decision. Okay. Yeah, it's all coming to the surface. The moon. It's like all the things that you maybe thought but you weren't sure of. It's all coming to the surface. This is it. I think this is how it ends. I think they will sort out, in order to bring in Nasara Jasara, I think they will sort out the countries where they all have to be in peace talks in order to bring out Nasara Jasara. You have to have, all the countries have to kind of be at peace, and then they can bring out Nasara Jasara, but all this has to be kind of revealed first, and then that's kind of tells me why they've been pending with the royals and things like that, because these things have to happen first. It's like this is the collapse, I believe. So they're telling you, oh, so-and-so, so-and-so, but they're waiting. Oh my goodness, I just had a firm. Yes. So they're telling you, you know, about certain people, but they're just waiting because they're not ready. It's like the jigsaw has to be put, the pieces have to be put together. It's like one leads to the next one, leads to the next one. I hope I don't get an STRIKE. I probably will. I am on Rumble. If I do, it'd be a shame. But I also feel, you know, if the newspapers are talking about it, why can't I? And I also feel that, you know, this is about the truth and the truth needs to be disclosed. Now, my friend sent me a post about the Yorkshire lass. She's been fantastic on Telegram. I don't follow her, but I get sent by my friend stuff that she has sent, and my friend just sent it to me, and I think she's feeling like weary and had enough, and I think a lot of people are now feeling like that. I'm feeling like that, you're feeling like that, my friends are feeling like that. I can see why they've had to do things this way. I just sort of think, oh, could we have not condensed it a bit quicker? But anyway, I think everyone's feeling a bit weary. So I also wanted to say that I've just literally seen in the paper again that Santander Bank are now losing another 38 banks. So branches. So to me, this is, you know, we're not going to have any banks soon, very, very soon. No branches, nowhere to go. You have to travel miles. So this is obviously still leading up to closing. This is July. So I don't think anything will happen before July. Closing these banks, Big Pharma, autism coming out by September. It's going to reach a point, a crescendo point. However painful it is and however slow it is, it will get to that point at some point. You know, but some of us may have to just step back, switch off for a while and just let them do their thing. Yeah. So what do I have now? Now, I could see this as two different ways, okay? I could see this, it could be both. As people are just not feeling it anymore. This is like, not feeling it, something's missing, we're not getting to the end of the movie, I'm tired and I'm not feeling it. And this is about the environment and what you desire, maybe you wanted to see this. This is kind of like you wanted to see it. You wanted to see them doing the right thing kind of thing, bringing it to a conclusion. It's not happening and you're just feeling like, I'm not feeling it. Come back later on maybe. This could also be as well that the white hats are trying to change our environment and people go. But unfortunately, it's just been longer than we ever thought. Hang on. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do then. Quickly. Yeah, look. I think that there's been struggles. Okay, I think there's been struggles. He's a fighter. And this is disappointments. And also, this is normally a quick card. And maybe because it hasn't been that quick. So it's like the opposite. Just want to quickly ask about the banks. Santander. Now, this could be that they're contemplating what happens next for the world with the banks. Santander, are they closing because of the, what's it called? The new banking system, the RV. Are the banks closing, more banks closing because of that? Whoa. Well, look, it's strange. Banks closing, no money, can't afford any. No, this card is about money. This card is about prosperity and wealth and security. What would that tell you? To me, it'd be the RV. Are they closing because of the... I think that's the sun. No, it's not. It's independence. Oh, no. They're closing with the moon because this is about the truth coming out, about the structure of the banks as they stand right now. This is about our legacies, our money. This is freedom. We're going to be free of that structure, okay? And the moon is a different path we're now going on. Oh, my goodness. Everywhere I look, I get prosperity. She's comfortable. She's okay for money. That's a wealth card. Star, 17, just fallen out. Gifts for the world. Wow. There will be a message, or they've had a message. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. That's why it looks terrible. That's an illusion. It looks terrible. You know, oh my goodness, we're going into the whatever. The CDC, whatever it's called. Oh no, but we're not. But it looks like that, but we're not. Okay, it's bringing it to an end. Okay, this is like a psyop. Ending, and they're struggling. Oh my goodness me, I want to share that with all your friends. I'm quite excited. I always get excited when I do a video and then I go away and nothing happens. So, I'm going to pull one for the banks. Are they closing because of the RV? New beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. I'm so excited. And I think I got so excited, I forgot my other point. I don't even have it written down. And I'm sure it was something I said I'll just ask about. And I was talking about the Yorkshire Lass. I've done that. Talking about Santander. Done that. I've done the topics. I can't remember. It's going to annoy me. But if I remember, I can always pull one little spread. I'll put it on the community page. If there was something, when I play it back to listen to it. If there wasn't, then I won't. But honestly, I've gone blank. So I will. I don't know what the topic was meant to be. I've got that on the bottom. The answer is here. Take heed. Well, I was just about to ask, because I don't know if this was it. So I'm going to ask anyway. I asked about Big Pharma, but I didn't ask about the big wigs. With all these revelations, could it be that the big wigs, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, so hanging on in there at the moment. I have to say Eight of Cups, like, walk away. Or are they waiting for this to be revealed? I just think this is part of the plan. This has to be part of it. It's like scripted. You can almost tell. Oh, I don't know what that was. Scripted. It just feels so scripted. You can see where it's going. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I have to be honest, I think everything's coming out. This also could be a soldier, but everything's coming out, and it just feels like they're going to get to a point where it's like, what do you do now? This whole situation of security is, I feel, this is card of safety, is kind of falling apart. And I think this information is doing it as well. I feel like this card is literally trying to like ignore everything that's going on at the moment, but because they've both got blindfolds on, which is quite strange. Or could it possibly be that there's somebody orchestrating all of this, behind all of this? Okay, so could this be the beginning of the end? I think this is being done in order for people to see what's going on with the structure. I do think this is being orchestrated. There we go. Hidden information. Something hidden. All this information. This is disappointment. So this is all probably not the way they thought it would go. I've got a soldier here. and he fights to get to the bottom of things. And this is leading the way and waiting. I think this has all been planned. There you go. Judgment Day is still coming. We've been getting that for months and months and months, in fact years now. Judgment Day, Queen of Swords, she holds people to account. The truth comes out. Judgment Day is coming. There's a trumpet still there. There's going to be a point where it has to come to a conclusion. And then we haven't been on this road. It's a new road. So in a way, what does the new path look like? Not the path we're on, I can tell you. New beginnings. Just wait. I know it's difficult for all of us. We can always just take the summer off, put our feet up and relax and watch. Fortitude. Enthusiasm. The best can be here. Believe it. Be brave and dig deep. Dig deep. So it's going to probably get worse, I would imagine, before it gets... It's going to reach that point, isn't it? It's pretty obvious. Probably all the stuff they didn't want coming out is going to come out. Yeah, I've got a soldier. I know he just feels like he's on guard. This is about the truth coming out, and it's a daily thing. So they're just working on the truth coming out, and about authenticity as well. So there you go. I've probably said more than I should. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune changes. Oh, look at that. What's that one? The past. The past is going to be the downfall. Have a great day. Thanks for watching my video. Bye now.